Rubio is attempting to show the softer side of the Republican Party, the softer side of Rubio himself. And the way that he's doing it is taking on the issue of paid family leave. Now, as we all know, Ivanka Trump wants to champion that policy as well. And so it turns out that they are both working together to come up with a proposal that Republicans would find palatable. Now, keep in mind that the Party of Family Values isn't necessarily supportive of paid family leave. And so they need to come up with a proposal that appeals to them and of course also appeals to Democrats in Congress. Now, they need to find a plan that would neither impose a mandate on employers nor raise taxes to pay for it in order for Republicans to sign on. Now, what they are, and this is Marco Rubio specifically, what Marco Rubio is experimenting with is a policy that would do the following: allow people to draw Social Security benefits when they want to take time off for a new baby or family-related matters, and then delay their checks when they hit retirement age. So, for instance, if this type of proposal passes into law, a family would be able, an individual would be able to take a month or 2 months, 3 months off, take money out of their Social Security fund in order to take that time off, but then they would have to delay retirement by that same amount of time. If it's 1 month, it would be 1 month. 3 months, it would be 3 months. You guys get the point.
Okay, so let's break down the issues here. So number one, they say it's paid family leave. And then Rubio explained, but Republicans refuse to have employers pay for it. Well, then it's not really paid family leave.
Right.
And they said, well, no, it's okay. We'll make you pay for it out of your own Social Security. Once again, that's not really paid family leave because I'm paying for it.
Right.
Right? That's unpaid family leave. You're just gonna let them borrow from their own money at a later time.
Right, and also keep in mind that Social Security is a program that Republicans attack time and time again. They talk about how it's not sustainable, how it won't even be around for, younger generations for when they're ready to retire. I mean, they talk about how it's riddled with issues. And then if Marco Rubio proposes this, how is he going to make the case that the Social Security system is sustainable enough to deal with this type? And they're going to sell it as an entitlement. Even though, again, this is money that comes out of every American's paycheck, and it's not paid family leave by any means. It's just essentially borrowing money from your own retirement and then delaying retirement even further.
The only other idea they had so far was to pay for it by increasing payroll taxes. But payroll taxes are the most regressive tax there is. After a while, the rich stop paying for them entirely. So it mainly hits the middle class, the working middle class.
Yeah.
So their idea is paid family leave. Once again, the employer doesn't pay, you pay through higher taxes. Higher taxes on the rich, oh God, no. God, no. On employers, God, no. No, no, no. Those are Republican donors. Higher taxes on you or take it out of your Social Security. Which one would you like?
So I also found this quote by Marco Rubio super interesting. He was speaking to Politico about this very issue and his proposal, which by the way, he's still kind of toying with it. He hasn't actually proposed anything yet. This is just what he's thinking about doing. And here's what he told Politico. I think there will be significant initial resistance to it because it's not an issue that's been identified with the Republican Party. So even the idea of individuals borrowing from their own retirement to help pay for a new baby is something that Republicans would be resistant to. Why? Why? I mean, this is the Party of Family Values. This is the party that will literally, if they could have their way, force you to have a baby if you get pregnant. But then they'll turn around and resist the idea of you borrowing money from your own retirement. Come on.
So what happened? I thought this was the softer side of conservatism. There is no soft side, okay? So there's two elements to that. One is Marco Rubio admitting, of course the Republicans are against family leave, even though they pretend to be for family values. By family values, they mean the ability to control your body if you're a woman, not if you actually want to have the baby, for you to take care of the baby. If you were against abortion, by the way, wouldn't you want to create incentives for people to actually have a baby and then be able to take care of it after it's born? Nah, Bootstrap time. I already gave all the money to the rich. After you have the baby, it's your goddamn business, not mine.
That's right.
Can we at least take it out of their own Social Security? Well, by the way, a proposal I definitely do not agree with. But he says other Republicans are like, no, under all circumstances.
Yeah.
We were just kidding when we said family values. And by the way, initial resistance, what do you mean? You guys are in charge. You could just look at the proposal and go, oh yeah, that makes sense. And you could vote on it tomorrow.
Right.
It's not initial resistance, it's the resistance period.
Exactly.
To helping anyone having kids.
So now I just want to quickly mention how Ivanka Trump fits into this whole situation. She wants to champion this issue, and she wants pretty much anything to pass so they can sell it as, oh, we succeeded in providing paid family leave, even though we know that Marco Rubio's current plan is not paid family leave. Now, initially, she wanted more of the burden to be placed on the employers, but it seems as though anyone who approaches her with any proposal, she's all for it because she wants it to pass. So for instance, according to Politico's reporting, in private conversations with senators, Ivanka Trump has discussed raising payroll taxes or otherwise paying into Social Security to create a new personal paid leave fund. In other words, she'll take anything she can get because she wants to turn around and say, we succeeded. I succeeded in providing what I said I would provide. But we all know that the reality is very different from the way that they'll frame it and sell it.
So last couple of things here. Recently in the last tax bill, the Republicans actually did put in, because of Marco Rubio, something about paid leave. That was, of course, a tax cut for corporations. I mean, it's almost comical. Now, to be fair, okay, full context is they would offer a tax credit for businesses who voluntarily offer employees paid leave. So they'll help you if your employer bothers to offer it, then they'll give them a tax cut because that's the only solution Republicans have for anything, right? Oh, I've got cancer, don't worry, tax cut, right? So now, as Marco Rubio later acknowledges, but not everybody will offer that voluntarily. And people can't go without getting paid for 2 weeks, let alone 2 months. That's impossible. Apparently, Rubio is the only Republican that recognizes that that's impossible for the average American. But his answer to that is, of course, we'll just take it out of your Social Security. And if that plan works, by the way, oh, you got healthcare bills? We'll take it out of your Social Security. You got any kind of issues? We'll take it out of your Social Security. You know that right now they moved it up already, so the retirement age is now 67. You keep going like this, it'll be 97. Whenever they run into any issues, we're not gonna make any of the rich or multinational corporations pay for it. We're just gonna make you pay for it by working yourself to death. If you like this video, bless your heart. We got a lot more where that came from. We do a full show every day, Monday through Friday. Come enjoy it ad-free by becoming a member, tytnetwork.com/join.